Oh man. Whew. Y'all might be able to hear that. It's storming. There's the thunder. It's storming out here, so the power might go out. One drawback of living way out in the country, it gets bad weather like this. Power will go out because part of it is our ground is soft. There's a lot of trees, and a lot of these people let their trees grow right up into and right on the power lines. So instead of trimming them before they got there, oh no, they'll just bitch every time the power goes out because it's power goes out here. Usually, it's a good hour to 2 to 3 hours at the very least before we get it back. Welcome back to Ass Hat Podcast here on YouTube. What we got here is issue 15 from September 1994 of Hero Illustrated. Now this, I had this one back in the day. I lost my copy over the years, so got me a new copy. Got this John K. cover. We'll get into that a little bit. Let's just see. This is another My Comic Shop. Back in July around my birthday, I did a fairly big order with My Comic Shop, their online store. And got a pretty good deal on a bunch of stuff. Maximum Carnage game. Marvel Universe cards. I said Go Fish. Oh, Malibu had a Master Series. Wow. Rock and Roll High School. The Saved by the Bell Kids. Primordials, Mr. Hero. Letter come up Colin Duran. Talking about how they're bitching because Colin Duran did not like the McFarlane drawn, Batman Spawn crossover issue, which was not good. Art was okay. Story was shit. Skeleton Warriors. Zero Month, where every book put out a zero issue in Total Origin. Psycho Letter of the Month. These were just crazy letters they got sent in. Robo Rallies. Anybody remember this? Yeah, back Wizards of the Coast before they were owned by Hasbro put out a few board games. Little letter or envelope art. I like this. Listen. Axis artists cry foul. Numerous creators still await paychecks. And Hero Illustrated number 13. Hero News report on the dissolution of Axis Comics as a viable comics publisher. The article included public statements from both Todd Johnson and Larry Sherman included as well. Most of the creators that Hero Illustrated contacted expressed no bad feelings toward Johnson and Stroman. They were naturally disappointed by understanding circumstances in the current marketplace. All of them are currently seeking world elsewhere, and some have already found new publishers for their Access projects. All legal contracts have indeed been honored, including payment for work that was never published. This is based on Johnson's claim. I defy anyone showing a contract that has not been honored. Since the publishing of this article, however, several former Axis and former employees of Axis have stepped forward to claiming opposite truth. Writer Joe Prude, who was working on the book Sepulchre for Axis before one of the company's demise, and it emphatically puts it, I know I haven't been paid. I don't know anyone who has. I do know one person who did get paid, and supposedly his check bounced. This is about the Youngblood cartoon that never was. I want to say it was being made for CBS. Michael Diana in the court case over. He's the only person I know of, hell, probably in the last 120-something years, got prosecuted for obscenity. And more about the Axis employees still waiting to get paid in the works. Malibu's lost his Academy's game because Academy will be able to publish the Robotech comic book series this September. All series will pick up where the original series left off with the same creative team, so the fans won't see any change in quality or continuity. Academy will release Robotech Zero in September, giving new readers a chance to jump in, and new series will follow after. Yeah. Academy didn't last long. All I really remember them for publishing was the Robotech stuff. We got Bongo, got Aardwolf. I don't remember Chaos. God, none of these companies were around Bongos now. DC Drawing Quarter Event that didn't last long. Event was Joe Quesada's company. And died as soon as he got that job at Marvel, if I remember. Sky. I don't think I've ever seen anything from Sky. Stork Express, Techno. Ultra Force when heroes need heroes. Skeleton Warriors, CBS Saturday morning. Hero Insider. Was anything good in this? For those of you who have organized a comic company dev pool, your latest check off for your list should be Trump. Either there, they moved and forgot to give anybody their new phone number. After a while, we won't need lifeguards at this pool. Triumph did not last very long. About a year. Andy Mangles, Hollywood Heroes. Yeah, sometimes this is good, sometimes. Yeah, I'll admit, when he left Wizard with the Hero, I started picking up Hero because I enjoyed his column, but then his column got kind of shitty. Oh, listen to this. Exclusive news from Rob Liefeld and Eric Larson Studios. They're currently shopping around 2 animated package, syndicated animation package called Image Action Hour. One package includes features Prophet and Free Force, while the other one pairs New Men with Vanguard. More news as these projects develop. Madness, Murder, Monsters, and Martha. Legend has it. Legend was Dark Horse. I mean, Dark Horse, a lot of stuff was creator owned. But it was like their big imprint. It did not last long. It was good. They put out some good stuff. Their Anime Action Plus. The figures. Oh, the G.I. Joe, the Street Fighter movies, the G.I. Joe looking figures were coming out. Customized Migos and Barbies. Excuse me. Frank Miller reviewing Concrete Killer Smile. Strike Back, which was what? Kevin McGuire and John Peterson. Last Temptation of Alice. That was Neil Gaiman and Michael Zulli, writer and artist, and it's like an Alice Cooper album. I don't know. I have never actually read all of it. I had issues in Zombie. I never read that. Archie Super Teens. I don't remember ever seeing a copy of this, but it don't look bad. Joe Stanton doing the art. LASS Maggot. Instant Piano is amazing. Amazing. It was just like 6 issues, just crazy alternative comics. It was really good. Primal Force. That's one I've heard is good. I've never read. Steve T. Siegel's not bad. Twilight People. I don't even hear any of that. Mortal Kombat and Bruce Lee. Huh. Normal Man, Megaton Man Special. I have that. That's actually pretty good. Man Called X. That was Marv Wolfman's creator thing at Malibu on the Bavura line. The Philistine. Never even heard of that. It's the 3rd issue. Introducing Kafka, Acme, Novel Elaborates, Chris Ware. Southern Blood, another one never heard of. Hit! He got all kinds of merch out, just couldn't get the issues out. Heroes 100 most important people in comic. Michael Richardson. This was probably because at the time he was doing so much with Dark Horse, and Dark Horse had the Mask movie, had a pile of movies coming out. Number 2, Ron Perlman, owner of Marvel. Number 3, Steve Jeppy, he owns Diamond. Number 4, Moondog. Okay, that's number 4. Who's 5? Todd McFarlane. 6, Dave Sims. 7, Mike Carlin. He's editor at DC. 8, Jeff Smith. 9, Frank Miller. 10, Larry Martyr. 11, Jeanette Kahn. 12, Gaiman. 13, Going. Not Going. Anybody really kind of saying Dan Clapp. Derek Dingle ran Milestone. Dan Clowes is fairly high. Alan Moore. James O'Barr. Who's that? James Owen. Michael Davis. Alec Ross. That's Claremont, of course. Joe Kashon, Jimmy Palmiotti. 65. Wow. Eric Larson is really low. Art Adams. Will Eisner. Dave Dorman. Okay, I was like, who the fuck is Dave Dorman? Listen to this. Okay, first keep on. I like this. Number 7, Full Moon. Harlan Ellison's already been announced as a writer for one of this company's comics. Full Moon, which produces loads of B movies, is headed by Denny Lubert, a one-nosed comic fanatic. We'll see a lot more coming in 1995. I don't remember him having a company back then. Denny Lubert, if I'm remembering right, is the lady that ran Renegade that was married to Dave Sim and they split up. Heidi McDonald. Paul Dini, Bruce Sim. Peter Milligan. Okay. Rick Veitch. Stan Lee. Dennis Cowens. Art Fisher. Star Wars is taking the galaxy by force. Ultra killing spree after the already falling out of that. And Miller told his tale. Frank Miller takes on Main Street Comics and stirs up the waters. Interesting interview. I remember this one being fairly decent. It's just Miller talking about, why you don't really want to work at the Big Two anymore. Spumco Confidential. Renegade animator John Crick Falusi comes to comics and explain why you should holler your name when entering a restaurant. Okay. By this time, I'm pretty sure he's been kicked off Ren and Stimpy, and everybody knows now. You know, he's been accused of multiple times of grooming and having sex with underage girls. So. But back in this time frame, he was a loved animator. And now you got those people trying to claim that, you know, they actually like the game's episodes better. No, most of y'all went along with this shit. Now it's come out. You're like, oh, fuck. I'll be the first to admit, I quit watching Ren and Stimpy when he got let go. I tried watching his other stuff. I watched the Ripping Friends. I tried watching. He had something else. I watched a couple of these online ones. Ren and Stimpy is probably his best thing. Spotlight on Marv Wolfman. Look at that disco era Nightwing outfit. Crisis on Infinite Earths, Axe. Creators' rights. This was a big thing back then. Because back then, I mean, really, if you wanted to own something, you had to either work at Marvel under their Epic line, which was pretty much dead by this time. DC, I think, was doing some creator ownership with Vertigo. Image was creator-owned. Dark Horse had some creator-owned stuff. Malibu had what, Bravura. And then you had your indies. The Lone Ranger, y tanto, contra la Mumia Azteca. Joe Orlando's on Tim Truman about renaming the mass band for the 1890s. This was at Topps Comics, if I remember right. Yeah. And this was a great Western. I'm not the biggest Western fan, but I love Tim Truman's art. I like Joe Orlando. This is one to track down. A year older, Ultraverse, a year wider. Nothing real big there. Mr. Robinson's Neighbor. Okay, that is just a look at. Hold on, that's hard. That's just a horrible, horrible movie. It's all about Starman. James Robinson doing Starman. Remember James Robinson was really, really loved. The Mask. Jim Carrey interviewed by Joe Funk about the Mask movie. Pencils and Inks by Mark A. Nelson. There's their little drawing column. Got their cover. I'm going to go with a pit. Conan Predator vs. Wolverine. Robin beating up Doomsday. Spawn Roach, Cerebus. Excalibur. Another Wolverine one. The Crow. Grendel. Lion King. Batman. That Spider-Man's not bad. Got one-page Radical Dreamer. Then we got their price guide. Their price guide was always halfway interesting. Yeah, okay. Well, then what is that? That is Amazing Adventures. How much are those? I've always wondered. Not that much. That's a Killraven. Killraven was set in a world where the War of the Worlds thing on the radio ended up being true. The Martians took over, and humans are basically put in slavery, and Killraven escapes and is trying to find his brother. It's really well done. There's one Marvel Essential collects pretty much everything. There's like a miniseries missing, but nothing that's needed for continuity. The drawback to it is, of course, it's black and white, which doesn't affect the issues, but there's a graphic novel they did to end the series that is in black and white, and it does not look that great. As far as I know, they have not reprinted that graphic novel in a long ass time. Avengers West Coast. Jocko Story. 8-Ball. 8-Ball's being listed. That's kind of neat. The Eudiomon. Strangers in Paradise. Wow. That's kind of cool, giant size. I like how they list all the giant size together. It's kind of stupid, but... I wonder if Giant Size Man Thing is worth so much just because of the stupid title. Hate. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man 149. This is the first appearance of the Spider clone that ended up becoming a big thing in the 90s, and that story just went way too long. Green Lantern 48. This is when Hal goes nuts because Coast City's destroyed and he tries to rebuild it, and we get Kyle Rayner. Yeah. Not the biggest Kyle Rayner fan. Valor 12. I don't see any reason. Uncanny 282. Uncanny Materials. First appearance of Bishop. And somebody else, maybe. And then you answer the questions, and you send them in, and you might win the book they're talking about. And I'll say, I don't remember ever seeing any comic shop I wanted to listed in here. The Final Word. James Owen, Star Child. Get a piece of Marvel Action. How many of y'all remember that? 2 seasons. Iron Man was half hour. Fantastic Four was half hour. My area aired Saturday morning on our Fox affiliate, like after the regular Fox cartoons. 11 or 12. So it actually was a pretty cool line because you had Spider-Man, The Tick, X-Men on Fox. You know, they're part of the Fox line. Then you had this for an hour. So you had like 2.5 hours of decent little cartoons. Not the best issue of Hero. That's probably why it was so damn cheap. It was cheap. I didn't even pay cover price for this. But hope y'all enjoyed that. Remember, if you did, leave a comment, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.